Sunny's on the IFL TV in association with MTK Global. I'm in Marylebone today for the Dove Box promotion show for Gorman versus Akinlade. With me, trainer, boxing legend, Hall of Famer, Mr. Ricky Hatton. How are you?
Great, mate, thanks. Yeah.
Obviously the trainer of Nathan Gorman, who down these ends in London has not been seen much, a bit of an unknown quantity. But on April the 1st he comes down to fight the tough Dominic Akinlade.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fight I think he's ready for. He'll break into the top 10 should he win, when he wins I should say, but it's his toughest fight and it shows that by how hard he's been training. To be honest, what Dominic said today about he let himself down in the last fight and he's going to come back with a vengeance. That's what I told Nathan weeks ago. You know, after that I said, listen, don't take this fella for granted. He'll want to come back with a vengeance. You know, he'll be embarrassed about that. And Nathan's took it on board and he's trained as hard as ever. But it's going to be his tough test. But I want to expect him to pass, definitely. Yeah.
Obviously on the weekend there was a massive fight that split opinions, and now the Tower's been told Tony Bellew defeated David Haye in the 11th round. What did you make of the whole fight and the Achilles situation and all that?
Well, I didn't think Tony had that performance in him, but I think David made it easy for him. I think he knew he was the bigger man. You could see that when they just stood next to each other, but he was loading up with big shots, and we all know, you know, the punches you see coming, you can get out of the way of. It's the punches you don't see coming that get you, you know, and I think David just thought that he had to just clock him with one, to be honest with you. So Tony used his smaller size to ping him and keep out of the way and box well. So I think it was a good fight. I think David might have just had his nose in front, you know, but then when the heel went, it was a little bit of a disappointing end to the fight. You know, you don't want a fight ending on injuries and all, because somebody's had an injury. You want it to end in like we always expect a fight to end. But no, I think I have to give credit to Tony. I mean, even though there was the ankle, fiasco, you've got to give credit to Tony Bellew. I didn't think he had that performance in him, to be honest with you. I had David all the way, and I had to text Tony and say, I'm sorry, mate, I got that totally wrong. I've never been more prouder than to be wrong, because he boxed a really great fight.
What did you make of Thurman versus Garcia? Obviously that was another one that split opinions, but one time become two time.
Yeah, well, it was a 50-50 fight for me, to be honest with you, and I think most people favoured Garcia because of the experience he's had, maybe fought in a slightly better opposition. But you know, it could always have gone that way. You know, it was always a 50-50 fight. You know, I had to really scratch my head to make my decision in the first place. I fancied Garcia, but I can't say I'm shocked with the result. Thurman, hell of a fight.
Well, your betting slip must have gone down on the weekend.
Oh no, I've had a nightmare. Yeah.
At the table, you made some comments about ginger hair, which I'm not happy about.
No, everyone seems to think I'm ginger. I don't see it personally, but no.
What colour was your hair as a young man? Would you not say ginger?
No, it was yellow blonde actually. Yeah. Honestly,
some could say ginger. I say I'm blonde though. So
it was funny though. The lad at the prospects at the end of the table, his name was Chesney as well. Which is funny. Coronation Street.
I know. Poor sod, he's been ripped. It's first he's sitting at a table, one of the biggest boxers growing up with. He's done that.
No. I believe he's a very, very good prospect. I look forward to seeing him on April 1st.
Obviously, I've got to say, when growing up, to my little brother now, Anthony Joshua is the poster boy for British boxing. He's the top dog, the one everyone watches. Growing up, you was that to me. You was, at the time as I was growing up, you were fighting Floyd, you were in all the big fights, Costa Zoo, like beating all of it, beating the world. You had a very different approach to boxing and life as to Anthony Joshua. What do you make of how he goes about himself and how he carries himself being this figure?
He can't carry himself any better, to be honest with you. He lives the life, he's respectful, he doesn't slag anybody off. He's a perfect role model, for looking up to people, and when you're heavyweight champion of the world, that's the type of person we want to look up to. So he's flying the flag good for us, to be honest, and it's going to be great. Wembley against Klitschko, 90,000 people. That's something else. When you think British boxing, British heavyweight boxing was non-existent a few years back. Now it's and all the Americans used to have all the belts. We've got the best fighters in the heavyweight division. It's good that we see the conveyor belt coming up with the lads at the top table today.
Obviously, your fellow Mancunian Anthony Crolla will have his second pop at Jorge Linares in a couple of weeks. A tough fight for Ant, obviously, as you can tell in the first one. Linares is what he is. He is one of the greatest fighters of our generation. Can Ant do it this second time?
Of course he can do it, and I think it was a tough fight for Anthony. He has had some tough fights, and that fight took a lot out of him. But I think there's one thing Anthony can take take confidence from is nobody fancied Bellew. Look what he did. Everyone fancied Garcia over Foreman. Look what he did. You know what I mean? So we should never be. Listen, Anthony's a quality boxer. He's got, hopefully he'd have learned from the first fight. Him and Joe and the Gallagher in the gym might have, tweaked things a little bit, and hopefully he can come on top. And I'll be ringside cheering him on. Yeah.
There was a bit the other day. Yesterday, I went to on Tuesday. I went to the Gervonta Davis versus Walsh press conference, and Floyd was there. And he got interviewed by Rio Ferdinand for BT Sports, and you would have loved this moment. He had no idea who Man United was, no idea who Rio Ferdinand was, and he went, "Oh."
So he's not bad. He's not bad enough after all.
And he went, "Oh, I thought there was only one team in Manchester. The top that Ricky wears, the blue team."
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
And Rio looked at him with this face.
He's still over there. I'll take him for a pint. Yeah.
What did you make of Gervonta Davis versus Walsh as well as a fight?
Well, he's the youngest. He's the youngest world champion at present. He's 22 years of age, so he's a great prospect, decent puncher. But Liam Walsh has got his experience. You know what I mean? So home advantage at the Copper Box. Hopefully, it is the Copper Box, isn't it?
Yeah.
So hopefully, the fans will get behind him, and and Liam will take great advantage. Great confidence from the fights I just mentioned. If you look at Bellew there against David Haye, Furman Garcia, you know what I mean? That's what we live for in boxing, for the upsets, isn't it? And if he can do it, fantastic. I wish him all the best, and hopefully he'll be there to watch that too. All
right, mate. Well, listen, I'll let you crack on because I know there's a few more people that want to get you, and you're a busy man. But thanks for coming down to London today. Thank you for coming to IFL TV. Best luck in training with Nathan. I'm sure I'll catch up with you soon. Top man.